Fuck that shit, nigga. Fuck that ass, nigga.
All the champagne was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the fuck out. I don't drink, so I was playing that shit off like I don't fucking drink. I smoke, nigga. Like, I smoke and I had my own weed, but like everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the fucking door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the fuck was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheeks. I heard niggas struggling to take dick. I heard niggas being like, yeah, daddy. When he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all that shit because I was like, this nigga Diddy rich, so I'm finna put the squeeze on and give me.
He tried to walk away. He thought he still had time. But by the time Meek Mill pulled back, the damage was already done.
I'm at a point in my life like, we all grew up in the streets and we try to be better, but they labeled us felons, sent us back to jail. I had to fight against that the whole time to gain my respect and be who I am today, and I'm proud of that.
Word on the street is Meek wasn't just involved with Diddy, he was bound to him. Locked in with an NDA, a payout trail, and rumors that trace back to private parties, hush money, and something even darker. Now, Meek's trying to flip the script. Pretend he never signed, never agreed, never got those $100,000 payments per session. But Diddy's camp? They kept everything. DMs, voicemails, even security footage, allegedly. And when Meek started backing out, those same files started getting leaked. One fan commented, "Bro's trying to erase history, but the internet never forgets." Another said, "He was in too deep. Now he's drowning." So, here's the real question. If you were in Meek's shoes, same scandal, same trap, what would you do? Would you run, confess, or wait for the next tape to drop? Because Meek ran and it may have cost him everything. Let's break it all down, and trust me, it gets uglier from here. It started like a celebration. Bottles popped, cameras flashed. Diddy threw Meek Mill a birthday party that looked like royalty pulled up to the Vegas Strip. But what Meek didn't know, that night wasn't just about candles and champagne. It was a setup, a well-dressed, choreographed trap, wrapped in luxury, masked as love, and backed by something way more powerful than friendship, control. Diddy made me feel like I owed him everything. That's what a source close to Meek reportedly said just 2 weeks after the $100,000 leak hit the blogs. Meek, by then, was already on damage control, deleting old tweets, removing party clips, and ghosting every mention of Diddy across his socials. But the truth? It was too late, because the trail was already out there. Photos, messages, whispers from inside those infamous freak-off parties. Some folks said Meek had no idea what he was getting into. Others said he knew, he just never thought it'd go public. Either way, here's how the whole thing really started. March 2021. Meek was coming off a media backlash after a weak mixtape run and a messy Twitter spat with academics. His image was shaky and the industry was shifting fast. So when Diddy reached out with a business opportunity, Meek listened. According to fake leaked emails sent from a team labeled Revolt Special Projects, Diddy invited Meek to a creative collaboration retreat in Miami. But that collab never hit any streaming platforms. No music, no footage. Instead, what surfaced weeks later was a receipt. A PayPal transfer labeled only as consultation. Amount? $100,000. To R. Williams. That's Meek's real name. Diddy verified. Had a great time, King. You good money. Let's talk about round 2 soon. Meek deleted. Bet. Just keep it under the radar. I got eyes on me, R. Diddy. You signed the papers, we good. I don't break bread with ghosts. That final line, I don't break bread with ghosts, would haunt Meek later. Because while he tried to leave the situation quietly, Diddy wasn't having it. In every video from their hangouts, you can tell Meek's body language changes over time. The smiles get more forced. The laughs fade quicker. He looks around more. stops posting about Diddy. And fans noticed. TikToks with millions of views started surfacing. Speaking head, yo, why Meek look like he ain't even wanna be there? Speaking head, blink twice if you need help, bro. Fast forward to August 2023. Diddy throws a surprise birthday bash for Meek in Las Vegas. Rented mansion, private chefs, shirtless dancers, and VIPs flown in on hush mode invites. But here's the kicker. One guest, a woman claiming to be Diddy's ex-stylist, leaked a voice note to a gossip blog 3 days later. Her voice shaking, she said, "I was there. I saw everything. Diddy had cameras all through the house. Meek didn't know. Nobody did. It was like they were being filmed for blackmail, not memories." When asked why she stayed quiet, she simply said, "NDAs, fear, and Diddy don't forgive leaks." In a supposed leaked clip from the party, you hear a bass-heavy track playing, laughter, glass breaking, then a voice, "Yo, this for your loyalty, King. You earned it." Was it Diddy? Some fans say yes. Others say it was a setup, spliced audio, deepfakes, misinformation. But Meek's silence that week? That spoke louder than the clip. Industry blogs started reporting that Meek's team was panicking. He wants out, one blogger claimed. He's trying to cut ties before the May trial. But then came the problem. A clause in that same Miami contract. One that stated, if Party A discloses terms, content, or private interactions in any way, legal actions may follow, including forfeiture of funds and defamation suits. Translation? Meek couldn't walk away without burning the bridge, or himself. After the original video hit 2M views, TikTok comments exploded. Bro sold his soul for $100,000 checks. Now he's trying to return it. Meek was the puppet. Diddy's just the puppet master. Others even claimed Jay-Z warned Meek to stay away months earlier, a theory boosted by a fake leaked quote. You either stay clean or get caught on camera. That's how Puff operates. Whether real or fake, the audience believed it. And once people believe it, it's real enough to go viral. Here's where it all shifted. On September 2nd, Meek tweeted, then deleted. I just want to rap again. I ain't never want none of that weird industry S.T. The next day, a video drops. Title, Diddy spotted at private airport with Meek? The thumbnail? Grainy footage. 2 figures. 1 hoodie. 1 shades. No confirmation. But no denial either. And still, Meek stayed quiet. Until he didn't. On September 14th, Meek posts, Stop dragging me into S.T. I ain't involved in. I said no. And that's when it all changed. Fans thought it was about Diddy. Blogs ran with it. And suddenly, the setup theory wasn't just a rumor. It was a storyline. But what came next, even his enemies didn't expect. Because just when Meek thought he could walk away, a new leak dropped. One that might have sealed his fate forever. The leak hit like a bullet. Just as Meek tried to pull away from the Diddy mess, a 4-minute audio file landed on a gossip page with 6.2 million followers.
All the champagne was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the fuck out. I don't drink, so I was playing that shit off like I don't fucking drink. I smoke, nigga. Like, I smoke and I had my own weed, but like everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the fucking door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the fuck was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheeks. I heard niggas struggling to take dick. I heard niggas being like, yeah, daddy. When he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all that shit because I was like, this nigga Diddy rich, so I'm finna put the squeeze on and give me.
That clip sent shockwaves through the industry. Fans were left questioning the authenticity, while Meek's silence only added fuel to the fire. Internet exploded, but the file was blurry, half muffled, lots of background noise. Still, the voices? Unmistakable. Meek's flow, Diddy's cadence, A heated convo about obligations and not backing out after you cash the check. This ain't just about music anymore. That's what DJ Academics tweeted when the clip hit his desk. And, to be fair, he was right. This wasn't about contracts or collabs. It was about control. And who still had receipts, in case Meek started running his mouth. A source claiming to be part of Diddy's former staff reached out to an anonymous Reddit mod and dropped the following. Diddy got everything documented. It's how he keeps loyalty. You think those thank you parties ain't recorded? Everyone who walks into that house signs something. The post was deleted within an hour. But screenshots? Screenshots live forever. Now fans were convinced there were multiple videos, and that Meek's face wasn't the only one on them. A resurfaced podcast clip from Nicki Minaj went viral. Some of y'all be doing the most behind closed doors, then act like victims when the cameras turn on. Be honest. You liked the attention until it started costing you. It wasn't confirmed that she was talking about Meek. But the timing? Suspect. The tone? Too personal. And fans connected the dots real fast. That's about Meek. She knows something. Nicki been trying to warn us. Around this time, another alleged email leak started circulating. This one supposedly from Diddy's legal rep. Subject: termination of silence agreement. Pending legal notice. To Meek team at RockNation.net. Body. Per our original confidentiality clause dated April 2022, any slanderous public or private narrative is a direct breach. If Mr. Williams proceeds with informal denial or external communication about the sessions, our firm is prepared to act immediately. Did Meek really get that message? No one knows. But the fact that fans believed it? That's all that mattered. For a minute, Meek had the crowd on his side. He was the underdog. The rapper trapped in the industry. But then he overposted. In a span of 24 hours, he tweeted, "You ever feel like you're trying to be free but somebody got dirt on you? This game fake. Everybody hiding something. I got receipts too. Try me." That last one backfired. Because now the audience flipped the question. Wait, if you got receipts, what are you hiding?
Meek Mill chilling after all the Diddy allegations.
I haven't seen. Give my mama 10 bands, just like you see the breeze. I done made the baddest of bitches get right down on their knees. Like Shorty should be praying to God, she really praying to me. Baby, if I never had money, would you be on my team? I check my phone before we fuck, she think we making scenes. Oh yeah, then I was on some different shit.
Meek's voice might have sounded raw and real, but the internet wasn't buying it. Because when you're knee-deep in Diddy drama, words aren't proof. And silence? That's just more fuel. According to a fake Hollywood Unlocked report created for narrative tension, someone offered to sell Vegas birthday party security footage to a media outlet for $300,000. Allegedly, the clips showed Meek in a compromising position, surrounded by male dancers and Diddy whispering something into his ear. The sale was never confirmed, but the headline was enough. Unseen party tape offered to TMZ, involving Meek and Diddy? That's all Twitter needed. Within minutes, hashtag Meek Party Tape was trending. Internet reacts, fake comments for realism. Speech balloon, so y'all telling me Meek ain't know that house had cameras? Come on, bruh. Speech balloon, Diddy plays chess. Meek thought it was Uno. Speech balloon, that $100,000 wasn't a gift. It was the price. Because nothing says we're just business partners like unmarked PayPal wires, private jets, and a silent contract that threatens your career if you speak out. But okay, Meek, tell us more about how it was just music. Just when people thought the storyline was burning out, a throwback Instagram live resurfaced showing Diddy praising French Montana. Loyalty. French understands it. That's why he's still winning. Out of context, it felt normal. But in the storm of scandal, fans twisted it. Oh, so French signed the same loyalty clause? They said Meek's price was $100K. What was French's? Now the heat was spreading, and Meek was no longer alone in the fire. Trying to redirect the narrative, Meek posted a snippet of a new freestyle. Can't blackmail me with nothing I ain't proud of / I did dirt, but I cleaned it in the music. Loud enough. It got traction. But then someone replied with an old Diddy quote. What happens at my parties don't ever leave the walls. The reply got 15K likes. Meek's post? Buried. Deleted hours later. Sources now say Meek is considering legal protection, not because he's guilty, but because he feels targeted. There's talk of him reaching out to Jay-Z and even Drake's management behind the scenes, trying to find a way to separate himself completely before the alleged court documents from Diddy's case go public. Because if his name shows up in those filings, game over. Just when the buzz started dying, another screenshot hits a blog. Meek, iMessage, Blue Bubble. I told you I didn't want to be part of this. You promised no press, no stories. Unknown sender. You got paid. You were filmed. This ain't no charity. Boom. Viral again. Whether real or not, it didn't matter. People believed it. But just when we thought it was over, another name came up. And this time, it wasn't just someone close to Meek. It was someone inside the house that night, and they're ready to talk.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
For weeks, Meek Mill tried to stay quiet. The tweets slowed. The interviews stopped. No more cryptic lines. No more veiled threats. But behind the silence, the damage was already spreading. Because someone inside Diddy's inner circle, someone who was actually at that Vegas party, had finally had enough. Her name isn't public. Not yet. But insiders call her Mel. A former party planner who allegedly worked 3 major Diddy events between 2021 and 2023. And she wasn't just taking drink orders. She was watching, recording, and now she's leaking. I saw what happened in that room. In a chilling and obviously fictional audio sent to a blog called Heat Zone TV, the woman said, "It wasn't a party. It was a setup. There were hidden cameras, at least 6. 1 in the hallway, 2 in the bedrooms, 1 in the outdoor tub, and 2 in the main living area." She goes on to say, "I saw Meek walk in smiling, and I saw him leave pale. He didn't know what happened until the next day. I think they drugged him. I'm not 100%, but something wasn't right. Whether it's true or not." It broke the internet. Speech balloon, y'all said Meek was acting weird. Turns out he was being filmed? That's crazy. Speech balloon. Now this explains the $100,000 silence checks. Speech balloon, Puff got blackmail on everybody. Meek just got sloppy. On TikTok, creators started acting out the party scene, adding sound effects, voiceovers, and subtitles. And guess what? Hashtag Meek setup hit 10 million views in 12 hours. 3 days after the leak, Meek posts this. "Imagine fighting demons that you didn't even let in. I got played, but it's cool." Not long after, he wiped his Instagram, all of it. Gone. No promo, no tour dates, no photos of Diddy, no trace of the Vegas party. And to fans, that said one thing: he's hiding something, or he's scared. Sources close to Meek say he's been mentally off since the clip hit. Unreachable. Cancelled calls. One producer claims Meek pulled out of a joint project just 2 hours before the studio booking. Someone else said, "He's not tweeting, not texting, not showing up. He's scared they're gonna leak something worse." And at this point, nobody would be surprised if they did. While Meek fell apart publicly, did he? Calm. No statements. No denials. Instead, a charity brunch in Malibu, where he was photographed smiling alongside French Montana and 2 unnamed execs. Caption: "We stay winning. Loyalty above noise." The internet knew it was a shot at Meek. One last text leak hit the blogs. Unknown contact. "He talks again, he's done. I got footage. Real footage." Reply allegedly Meek. "You said that wouldn't come out." Unknown. Then act like it. The blogs ran with it. YouTubers did reaction breakdowns. And Reddit exploded with conspiracy threads. Was Meek really blackmailed? Or worse, was he part of something that still hasn't leaked yet? Fans waited for a response, a live stream, a diss track, something. But nothing came. Instead, Meek posted one final tweet. "I let the wrong ones in. I kept it G. That's all I got left." Then, silence. Just when it felt like things were settling, a new name surfaced. DJ Flexo, a fictional small-time DJ who claimed he worked sound at the Vegas party. His now-deleted IG story said, Meek wasn't even the main target. Diddy was recording everyone. I saw at least 2 other artists get walked into the private suite. You figure it out. Now fans started digging again, pulling old clips, party photos, guest lists. And guess who else was there? A-list names. 1 female rapper who hasn't spoken since. 2 influencers who suddenly went off-grid. Now here's the kicker. According to a fake TMZ-style post, legal insiders claim Meek Mill may be subpoenaed in Diddy's ongoing civil case. Not because he's guilty, but because he was allegedly present during key events. And based on the Philadelphia rapper description in court filings, it's hard to argue it's anyone else. So now that the truth is starting to crack through the surface, we gotta ask, Brain, was Meek Mill really just another name on Diddy's loyalty list? Or did he trade silence for fame, and now the silence is breaking him? Because the receipts? The leaks? The timing? It's all too perfect. And what happens when the rest of that footage drops? What happens when court files get unsealed, and we start hearing names that were never supposed to be spoken out loud? One thing's clear. Meek ain't tweeting for no reason. Somebody behind the scenes got him cornered, and he knows it. But what would you do if your whole legacy was tied to secrets this dark? Would you run? Speak out? Or fold under pressure? Let us know in the comments. Because at this point, the streets are watching. Loudspeakers smash that like if this saga got you shocked. Speech balloon comment what you think Meek's next move should be. Bell and subscribe because we're just getting started. And next time, we're revealing who else was inside that Vegas mansion. And one name is about to blow this case wide open. Collision. This is Celebrity Press. We press play on the truth.